Hey, everybody. I am so thankful that it's solstice. It's one of my favorite days of the year, as I have a tendency to get a little sad when the summer solstice occurs, as I really love that bright, late summer sun and knowing that the days are getting shorter from that period until now, I'm just not ready for it. And so now, with solstice being here, I want to say it's at 10:27 tonight on December 21st, Eastern Standard Time. And so that's the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's just such a great time to step into that dark, feminine energy, that place of receiving, that place of going within. It's a wonderful time for that wonderful time for introspection, of being able to just really look at what has gone right, what has not gone so right over the course of the last year, and really using this time to go within and then be able to really set your intention moving forward. So, what I'm going to do is just tell you a little bit about this solstice energy. And then I'm also going to do another video, which is going to be a guided winter solstice meditation by one of my favorite authors from Nature Speaks, Ted Andrews. He has a meditation for each of the seasons, and it's just really potent. And what I typically do, in prior years, what I've done is I would record myself saying the meditation, because it's recommended to do the meditation from today through January 6th. That 13-day period. And so not prior to the solstice, but from the moment or thereafter of the solstice, it's a great time to do that. So I'm going to include that. There'll be a link at the end of this video to be able to do that guided meditation. And you'll be able to just, do it each day. And that'll just really help you sink into this energy to really birth this new flame, this new light, this new intention that you have for this new year. So, ancients have been, since the beginning of time, as the sky watchers have been looking at the sky and the planets and paying attention to the rotation of the sun, noticing that the days continue to get longer from this point forward. So it's like the birth of light. And then they would notice that at the summer solstice, that the days would begin to get shorter. They would also notice the times of those cross quarter periods of the equinoxes, where it was equal day and equal night. And so these were the ancient times, the ancient ways of being able to tap into the earth energy and honor these seasons as they unfold and the season begins. So the ancients would believe that the season, the new year, this new period would begin at solstice. So since the autumn equinox, the seeds have been falling. They've been going down into the earth. They've been dormant. And not right away, but during the winter season, those seeds are going to germinate and they're going to begin to have a little bit of life. They're going to have that light that comes up, and then it's going to make itself known on that spring equinox. Those blooms are going to come forth, that dormant energy that started in the fall of the leaves falling and the seeds going down into the belly of the earth, where over the winter season, those seeds, they they germinate and come forth to be sprouted anew in the spring, and then in the summer they have their full bloom, and in the fall they have the harvest, and the season begins again. The cycle begins again. And so this period of time, this solstice, the ancients, going back to Egypt and the Asians, they would have a lot of celebrations around this period of time. They would gather their stocks and the abundance that they had. They would share their gifts of being able to help each other and their tribe, of being able to get through this winter period. They had the celebration of life, knowing that there was going to be a few months ahead, right, of this dormant energy, mostly on the West. However, those celebrations began back in the days of Egypt, as they loved following the sun. They were definitely sun worshippers. So, a friend today gave me or sent out a little ritual that I thought was really lovely, and I'm going to share it with you. So the ritual, the way that it works, and it's something that I'm going to do tonight, is prior to the solstice time, prior to 10:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, before the sun moves into Capricorn, prior to that moment when winter begins, maybe taking about a half hour or so before, however long you think that it might be, and really just going into that deep reflective state, going into just really looking at and reevaluating your life. I'm going to reevaluate my life and really look at what I'm ready to just let go of, what no longer serves me, and also what do I want to birth? What do I want to bring in? What do I want to manifest? And over the course of the next year. So looking back at the last year and beyond. And then, so essentially you would take you'd have a candle on standby, and you would sit in the darkness prior to the moment of the solstice. You would sit in the quiet darkness, really tapping into that energy. And then at the moment of solstice, you light the candle. Let there be light, birthing this new beginning for ourselves, and really looking at what is it that we want to birth as we tap into this great feminine receptive energy. How do we want to move into that? How do we want this to unfold over the course of this next year until next year at solstice? How does it look and feel? How does it feel in our body? All of these things. So that'll be the ritual that I will do tonight. And then after I'm done doing that, I'm going to do the guided meditation that I'm going to provide for you. It's just a great way to just tap into these ancient mysteries and this ancient wisdom of the solstice period. So I am just really thankful to be able to be here and to be able to share this with you. And I hope that you enjoy this. If you do, please like and subscribe, and that way you can get these moving forward. And also, I would love to hear what rituals you do during this solstice celebration. Do you light a Yule log? Do you do any type of other type of rituals to be able to celebrate the light? I would love to hear them. So please leave them in the comments. And till next time, y'all. And don't forget to get onto that guided meditation. That'll be wonderful to be able to tap into.